Real proud of our team. I thought they stepped up and played some of the best football we played all year as a team. All three phases, special teams, covering those kicks, and offensively. Third down, picking up the blitz, running the ball. Defensively, I thought those guys played well. The Jets are a good football team, and I give them a lot of credit. They certainly gave us, all we wanted today. And all three games were very hard fought. They're a physical team. They're a good football team. And Eric's done a good job with that team. But we were fortunate to win today. I think our players stepped up and just made a few more plays. And that was obviously the difference in the game. Really proud of the way they played and their toughness and their competitiveness. And, now we're moving on to San Diego, and we all know how good they are. So we're going to have to continue to bring our A game, to be competitive this time of year. We all know that. So a lot of guys played well today. It'd be hard to single anybody out. But as a team, I thought they really, played well as units, and we executed things, probably some of the best things we did all year.
Coach, can you talk about Vince's play at the end of the third quarter that seemed to really kind of swing in the direction?
A fumble?
Yeah.
Well, it looked like they were trying to throw the bubble pass out there to the slot, and it was clearly a lateral from. I was standing almost right on the line of scrimmage. I definitely thought the ball was lateral, and Coleman got his hand on it, and Vince made the smart play, which we always talk about, is to get on the ball and ask questions later. And a little disappointed to see him get run down from behind there, but but obviously that was a big big turnover. Unfortunately, we were only able to get 3 points out of it, but still it was a big field position swing, and it did give us a few more points there. So it's a big play.
You touch on just starting the game, offensively, I guess no huddle, and how important it was tempo-wise in this game where it seemed like,
Yeah, I thought it was important, Mike. The whole game was a little bit of a tempo game both ways, on the line of scrimmage and getting players in and out. And, both teams, used timeouts on substitutions, and, getting the calls and the communication was an issue all the way around. So, Tom, as always, does a, great job managing that. And we're able to, punch some runs out there in the second quarter, in some of their sub defenses. And but I thought that opening drive was a big drive for us, obviously, to get on top and try to play the game from ahead, even though we eventually gave it back to them. But they, that's certainly the way you want to start the game.
Bill, was part of the plan no huddle early on, maybe forcing them to keep the same personnel on the field a little bit so you create matchups there?
Well, yeah, that's inherent in that, if you don't substitute, then it's, then they can't substitute either. And, at least you can, again, there's advantages and drawbacks to it. But, we wanted to go to tempo where we could kind of control it and, not get into into as much of a matchup game, even though we wanted to play some of that, and we did play some of it. But, we were able to just control the tempo early in the game, and that was something we wanted to do.
How about Anthony? He had a career today. Can you kind of talk about his game?
Well, Jabbar's done a good job for us all year. He came in here early in the season, about a quarter of the way through, and he's learned all the positions. He's played X, he's played Z, he's played in a slot, and he's a smart kid. Good route runner. He's done a great job picking up the system, and he works as hard as anybody. And he's given us some quality plays this year, and I was happy for him and all the receivers, the tight end. Offensively, we had a lot of production across the board, a lot of different guys, and that was. So we always like to see is that kind of balance and good team execution.
Bill, other than his better execution, what would you attribute Tom's greater comfort today than he had back on November 12th against the Saints?
Well, again, I just think we played better as a football team. We had better field position. We played better on defense. Played better protection. We ran the ball better. Tom played. I think everybody played better. So I just, I think we did a better job in trying to play our game and do the things that we need to do. And, it wasn't perfect. And the Jets give you, a lot of things to worry about, and they give you a lot of problems. But I thought our tight ends and backs did a great job today in blitz pickup. They ran a lot of pressures and, crisscross guys and, moving around before the snap and coming from different spots. And just to be able to sort all that out and, get them blocked was, Dante and Josh, the offensive coaches, Pete, Ivan. Those guys did a great job of sorting all that stuff out and, being able to pick it up. And the receivers, they obviously stepped up and made some plays today.
Kevin's touchdown, they blitzed up the middle, and all of a sudden he's up there all alone.
Yeah, it looked like they missed the peel on it. I think somebody was probably supposed to peel with him on the blitz coming out, out of the backfield, and it looked like they must have missed it. So I couldn't really see it. I was standing, it was the opposite side of the field. But my guess is that they had somebody assigned a peel with him, and he must have missed him.
What did you say to Mangini after the game?
You want to talk about the game? We're not going to get into a post-game analysis here. I've had enough of that.
Yeah, the photographer did good shot.
Hey, there's fucking 80 people between me and the guy and Eric. I mean, look, I'm just trying to coach the team. That's all. Just trying to coach the team.
Can you talk about Asante Samuel's play to end the game, close it out?
Yeah, Asante, we were in a coverage. It was a little bit of a combination coverage, and Asante, kind of dropped back like he was going to cover the outside receiver, and they made a great move and trapped the inside receiver breaking out. And Asante's got a great feel for doing things like that, and made a nice play on the ball and good run, and it was a big play, but it was well executed by Mickens and Asante and the safety. It was just well timed, and once again the pressure up front makes it tougher to hopefully for the quarterback and receivers to execute those deeper down the field throws. And I thought we had good pressure today on the pass rush.
Do you have the luxury of taking any time to enjoy this, or do you have to flip the page almost immediately?
No, I think we got to turn it pretty quick, Tom. I think that San Diego has pretty much led from start to finish here. You look at all the the ratings that you guys do every week, and they're always right up there, 1 or 2. They've been there all year, and they're the number 1 seed, so the best team in the AFC based on regular season performance, and they deserve to be. They're good on defense, they're good on offense, good on special teams. They can score, they can stop you, and so they got a week rest. I'm sure they're going to be ready to go. Marty's, I have all the respect in the world for Marty as a football coach, and so we don't have long. Maybe a couple hours here, but now we're going to have to, go on the road and get back to work here against San Diego. They're tough.